Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Zombieland Conquest Reanimated. We're here with Marcus, hanging out in Sanctuary. Now, we're a little bit overburdened. Things are evolving here in the Commonwealth, and let me try to explain. Let's get rid of some of these. So, actually, let me just get rid of these first. I'm going to try and get us down to weight here. We do need to eat and drink, I think. Yes, we're peckish and we're thirsty. Now, we have a purified water. Probably still thirsty. But like I said, things are evolving, and let me show you one of the elements of evolution as we head down to the water. So we're going to spend just maybe 5 or so minutes just topping up our defenses here along this wall. One thing that's changing, and we don't know why, we have no explanation for this, wink wink, as of yet, but it looks like radiation has returned to the Commonwealth, only slightly. When we have a drink of water, we get a tiny, tiny amount of rads. Some of the zombies seem to have evolved, and they are now radioactive. Some of them, not all of them. And we have upgraded our game here to a newer version of the mod pack. So things are a little bit different, and what this is basically doing for us is it's laying a foundation for things to begin to slightly evolve here in the Commonwealth. I don't really want that there. Let me just try and do this real quick. So I'll get this out of the way. Things are going to be slowly evolving for us. Our situation here, Marcus's situation, is going to be shifting in ways that he cannot yet foresee. And that's all I'm really going to say. What it basically means for the series is that things are going to be shifting around. The story's going to be taking some interesting twists and turns. And we're evolving the mod pack a little bit. But for the time being, I won't say much more about it other than I think it will tie in very nicely with the story that we've got going on so far. It's not going to be anything drastically different. It's just going to up the interest and up the difficulty a little bit. I noticed in the last episode that some of the zombies seemed to be able to somehow make their way through these. Pressing the wrong buttons here. They seem to be able to make their way through some of these barriers, so I want to set them up in a way that stops them being able to make it through in places that they shouldn't really. Guard posts. I'll have a few of these maybe. So we'll make use of these. Just to stop them being able to like squeeze their way through areas. I noticed this wall didn't seem to be super effective. Some of them were like clipping through the wall somehow. That one at least. And some of the NPCs were, or was it Sturgis, Turkish, was trying to make his way through this one, so we might just put some sort of barrier system in place here. Although I can probably get something a bit cheaper. Wooden cloth. Oh, we've got loads. We've got loads of it, so let's make use of this. I feel like this would be a better option. Okay, that would have definitely been a better option. I'm not going to do much of this right now. I just want to try and get in a little bit. I'll probably do this early on in a lot of episodes. To, no, just let us slowly build up our defenses in a kind of logical and reasonable manner. A little bit at a time, so we're not spending too much time on building. As much as I enjoy it, I can just really get consumed by it, I've noticed. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not always good for the content, you know, to get too bogged down in building. I might actually, because now that water is going to be radioactive, I might even put down another one of those water resources. Is it that one? No, I don't think it's vanilla, is it? That produces 10 water. Let's just whack that in. Wait, don't we already have one of these? Here come my little monkeys. Hello, monkeys. Pardon? 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 Yes, of course you can. But listen, if you're going to sit in here while I'm doing a video, you know you need to be a bit quiet, okay? Alright. I'm giving you one chance. Okay. Deal. Dealy poo. Alright, let's get this here. What's a good way? Which way does it look good? Something more like this, eh? Just plant this in here. Kind of looks like it would be semi-accessible from here. Alright, good enough. I'm happy with that. Scrap the pile of... double pile of leaves? Okay. Right, that's going to do. So yeah, I'm not going to say much more about what we're up to here. But just know that there are things at work in the background now that weren't in the background before. We've upgraded to the latest mod pack, which means some of the zombies are going to now have loot. But it turns out we may need some of the loot. That's all I'm going to say. So, some of the zombies drop specific kinds of loot that we will have to use under certain conditions being met. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. And as the situation unfolds, I will reveal more to you. In the meantime, how are we for ammo? We've got 208 for that. Oh, we've actually got 2 shotguns. So let's go and get rid of one of these. And I think we do need some 5.56 ammo. So I think what we're going to do today is... I've been thinking a little bit about these raiders down the road here. And they do seem to be... not decent people, but they've repeatedly shown Marcus that they are no threat to him. So I think Marcus is kind of considering whether or not they're going to be useful to him. Actually, we need to go to the workbench. It seems like they might be useful. You know, they're raiders, but they seem to be raiders with a bit of a conscience. And Marcus was given a mission. What am I pressing here? Wrong key. Marcus was given a mission. I don't know what these weird shrub-looking things are. They seem to have spawned in since I updated the pack. So, I don't know what that's about. But we'll just kind of semi-overlook it for the time being. Let's get rid of a little bit of this trash. Try not to scrap the road. Okay, so here. Let's take these legendary items off this gun. Along with all of these upgrades. Yeah, get that on, I guess. Maybe I should just leave it as it is, instead of crafting a whole heap of things. Does it tell you if you have the item? Like that one, if I put that on. Oh, crap. Oh, well, okay. That was a bit of a waste. Maybe I should stop I should just stop doing that. I was trying to do it in a more clever way where we didn't have to craft lots of things, but I kind of screwed up a bit there. So let's just do it this way. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's get a hardened receiver on that. Legendary mod slot violent. So we want to change that over. I feel like the never-ending one is really useful. Can't do anything with this yet. We've got a modified choke there. Left rail, flashlight. I mean, that could be cool. I think I like the look of that one better. Right rail. Don't need 2 flashlights, do we? Sights. I wouldn't mind just a normal glow sight if possible, but I don't think that's going to be doable on this setup. I think I like the look of this one. Although that one would have made... Okay, let's go with that. Makes the accuracy a lot better. Magazine, long needs to be gun nut 3. No, I was just thinking about this. No, I'm not going to go gun nut 3 just yet. Material, gold, black. It's got to be black. Buckshot, fletchets. Ooh. Better armor piercing, more pellets, but less precision. I mean, it's better. Slugs would be best, obviously. But we'll take fletchets. Okay, that's that one. See if we can do anything for this. Ammo conversion. Interesting. Fire fusion cores. We're going to leave this as 556, but I just wanted to have a little look. Handguard. Oh wow, there's so much stuff. What's this one? Another flashlight. Yeah, I quite like the idea of having flashlights on the guns, to be honest. Pistol grip. Okay, so this, again, this is just aesthetic, I think. Right, that'll do for that. Now, this was the one. I'll regret this, but I'm going to take the explosive. It's just too. It's very powerful, you know, and it makes the game very easy, I feel, having that on. Automatic hardened. Doesn't seem to make much difference. You'd think having a longer barrel on it, which I just tried to put on then, would make it more accurate. Actually, these don't seem to be having much of an effect at all. I was hoping to get a little bit more accuracy. Accuracy cone modifier. Ooh. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I will put on this, which has no cost, but it'll slightly increase the accuracy. Since none of that other stuff that I've done seems to have had an effect. Oh, I think I've just put... Yeah, I want plus stability. And I want plus accuracy. I think I just made it... No, that's the cone size. So the cone size would make it more accurate. Yeah. Reduced cone size. Recoil modifier. Let's slightly reduce the recoil as well. range, slightly increased range. Zoom, we'll leave the zoom. We'll leave the damage. Okay, I'm happy with that. So Tech 9 is a little bit better than it was. Let's get rid of those immersion breakers as well. Get rid of them. So our weight is slightly down. I think all of our weapons, yeah, all of our weapons are still stored in our bag. So we should start dropping stuff off here as we go. Don't need all this stuff on us. The rest of the stuff we can pick up as we go, I think. Okay, let's get rid of these mods. So our weight's down even more. Alright, I'm happy with this. But we need ammo. We need, I don't know, a couple hundred 5.56 rounds. So let's build. The universal workbench, which lets us craft ammo. Does one of the weapons stations let us craft ammo? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, we'll just stick with this then. And we'll just use this as an ammo crafting station for the majority of the time. And like armor and stuff, I want to use the proper stations for that. Chem station, junk station. Oh, this lets us craft junk. Shipments of acid. Interesting. It actually costs more to make a shipment, but this is obviously for selling. Interesting. That's quite an interesting mechanic, that. Okay, let's just craft some ammo. That's all we're here for. 5.56 rounds. Couple hundred. Alright, I'm going to throw down a save because we're at base. Now, for those of you who don't know, the hardcore save system that we use basically lets us save whenever we want when we're at a base. Otherwise, it needs to be 8 AM or 8 PM. Or if we enter into a territory that we know is going to be loaded, like not a territory, but a building, which is going to be, it's going to have a lot of enemies in it, then we're allowed to save when we get in there. And if we retreat, we have to reload the save at the start of the morning. If we have to back out of the situation. Right. So this mission is quite far away. It was this one. Kill the rival gang at Walden Pond. These guys may be dead. Oh, it's not too far away. Okay, it's not the one. I was thinking it was that pond in the city. It's got that giant creature there. I forget his name. Anyway, it's not that, clearly. So let's go and do this mission and see what comes of it. There shouldn't be too many zombies hanging around this area. Just because we have done a lot of work to clear this area out. But I know we haven't been inside this cave yet. So let's do this on the way. What is normally a mole rat den. And we'll do some looting as we go. Right, so if we go in here, this is one of those zones. We can save when we get inside. If we retreat, we have to reload the save at the start of the day. We might let these guys just... Ooh. Jesus, the audio levels are through the roof for some reason in here. It's going to drop it a touch. Right, like I said, the zombies do have loot, so we are in a little bit of a dilemma as to how much we loot. It's only a specific kind of zombie. That we need the loot from. I just... Tell you what, to make it easier, I'll just explain to you what the situation is. So, there's a system in the game now that can infect us with the zombie virus, and a specific type of enemy drops an item that you use to craft the cure. So, I just haven't done the work in the background yet on the mods to remove all the loot except that one item. So, for now, we just won't worry about looting corpses. We'll carry on as we were before. It's supposed to feel like a bit of a sparse wasteland, so if every zombie has a ton of loot, it just kind of kills that effect. But I will definitely 100% do my homework, which I'm supposed to be doing. Slightly radioactive? Yep, just a tiny bit. So yeah, there's radiation's returning to the wasteland. And I don't understand why. I do. But Marcus doesn't. Marcus doesn't understand why the radiation seems to be returning to the wasteland. It's almost as if the situation around him is evolving in some way. That he's not fully... He's not privy to that information. You know what I'm saying? Where are my camping supplies? There. Let's just drop off this junk. So we've lost a lot of carry weight since I've upgraded the mod pack. For some reason, I don't know why. Obviously the settings are different between the different mod packs. The older version and the newer version. So we're just going to roll with things as they are. Fusion cores are useful just for the money. And we don't need to know what that is. As usual, a little fly flipping, flopping, flapping around my nose. We've already been here. Okay. Time to go. I feel like there's another area here though, is there not? They're just 3. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so we can save now that we've cleared an area. So it's like a semi... It's not permadeath, but I call it semi-permadeath. It just adds a lot of tension to certain battles. And when you're out in the world, you know, the further you travel out in the world, the more tense things get. Because if you die, you lose a lot of progress. I haven't hotkeyed this yet. Let's drop that. All right. Interesting. Yeah, that site can work. Takes up a lot of real estate on the screen, but you know, it's a nice, precise site. Did we end up taking that? There was a perk. And over encumbered you can move normally. Okay. There was a perk we were looking at. Plus 10 to carry weight. Which said when your gun is drawn. You have more carry weight when your gun isn't drawn? I can't remember. Anyway. Can't remember which one it was. I'm gonna get armorer. I already have armorer. I've got a gun nut as well. Okay, then let's get blacksmith. Not that we really even have a... Do we have a melee weapon on us? We actually don't. We're not carrying a melee weapon. Okay, we have to fix that. Fix that at some point. For now, let's just head down to Walden Pond. So things are feeling nice and clear out here. Which is good. Marcus is obviously doing his job. Ooh. Did I just see... Whoa, 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 whoa. Things aren't that clear, man. This is a nice gun. Wow, there's still quite a few of them. The fact that it doesn't need reloading is legendary. Oh god, it's so tempting to pick up the loot. Any more? Okay, let's not look at the loot. I've got to do that. I've got to do my own work on that. It's immersion breaking, isn't it, to see all the loot and not pick it up? But I just don't want it to be there for the majority of these creatures. Gotta watch out for this infection. If we get the infection, we're in big trouble. Because we can't craft it yet. I don't think we even have the chemist skill to deal with it. But it comes from radiation, so it's one of the enemy types. It emits like a radiation burst. So we're okay with like normal enemies. But there's a small chance, which is not small at all. It's a guarantee. But as far as Marcus knows, there's always a small chance that our base might be attacked. Sieged, as it were. So, yeah, I've done a little bit of work in the background to evolve the pack. And make it a bit more interesting, let's just say. A bit more challenging for our settlements. And there's still this weird element as to why exactly why the radiation is returning to the Commonwealth. What is going on? We don't yet know fully how it's going to impact the game world and this series.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Walden Pond.
Tell you what, Marcus has been under a bit of stress lately. Let's have some bourbon. Oh god, now we're addicted to alcohol. We do have some addictol on us, I think. Now there's a trap in here, isn't there? There. A makeshift bomb. Alright, let's just loot. Do some looting. I'll unlock this. It says it's empty, but do it for the XP.
Philosophy, which believed that people were at their best when truly self-reliant. By living off the land with few material possessions,
Not much here.
could bring inner peace.
If you're reading this, then you're an idiot. This is the last time I tell you we're locking this door. Use the entrance in the sewer pipe. But it's open. Oh, it's not open. Interesting. Okay, let's drop this gear off. And we'll head down to the other entrance. Which I think is this way?
Thank you for visiting Walden Pond.
Yes.
By General Atomics, maker of the Mr. Handy robotic assistant.
So this water isn't radiated. At least not for us to swim through it. But it looks like it's gonna... You know, we've had a few zombies in, like we're spitting kind of acid at us. It was irradiating us a little bit. Now when we drink the water, it's slightly irradiated. I don't know, it's just something strange is going on with the Commonwealth. Things seem to be changing and shifting. Now, we've come into a new zone. So we can save for this fight. Got no footsteps here for some reason. It's really weird, I've got no footsteps at all in this place. Just going to take this for the ammo. Is that a pool cue? That's a weapon, isn't it? I don't want weapons, but I want junk. It's really throwing me off that I can't hear my own footsteps. Also, why can I still... Okay, the game kind of feels like it's sort of bugging out a little bit, but let's see. I was still able to run then for some reason. Well, hello, young lady. Come on in. I'm in the middle of a video. You can walk past and say hello if you want to. Or you can just walk past. Tear this down. Okay, we're going to drop off some stuff. Just drop it. Oh, we had a combat knife there. I'll keep hold of that. Get that equipped. On one. Alright, let's rock and roll. Still overburdened? No. Yes, monkey? Yes. Alright, so this wasn't so bad at all. There's hardly anyone here. So we'll do a bit of looting. Gift shop key. Take all that. Alright, so I guess maybe that's the mission done. Port back to Jammer. Cool. So we'll see what they've got to say. I've got a feeling they're going to want to either join our base, join our community, or they're going to want us to... big gym there. Or they're going to want us to do some other kind of mission. I see what's going on. So I can still move, but it's, as you can see, it's costing action points there. That's why I can still move at a normal pace until it runs out. Alright, that makes sense. Okay. So we'll go back and see the raiders in Concord. Got no... Okay, I missed that one. Wow. There were 3 bombs in here. My audio seems to be messing up a bit. I might just reload the game. Quickly. Alright, give me a second, guys. Alright, so we've reloaded the game. You have to forgive me. I'm a little bit flustered at the moment. It's more challenging to make videos on weekends when I've got my kids here. I live in a small caravan and there's lots of activity going on. And having no audio and things like that kind of flusters me a little bit, and keeping track of what my monkeys are doing is also a little bit of a challenge. Anyway, we should be good. Audio is back. I accidentally just injected myself. And I don't need that hotkeyed anymore because I've changed that. So let's get rid of that now while we remember. That's why my weight is increasing. My glowing fungus and things like that. Let's get this off. We cleared the area. We can throw down another save. Okay, yeah, so we've got lethargy. But we are hydrated. Didn't we already have lethargy? No, we had fatigue. Eesh. Okay, that's a bit of a... Yeah, that's going to have a little bit of an impact. Little fly does not want to leave my nostrils or my eyeballs alone. So we've got damaged arm. A damaged arm. Feels very bare out here, doesn't it? The thing about this part of the world map, once it's cleared, it's really open. Whereas the cities always feel very densely populated and dangerous. But that's kind of the reason we've gotten out of the cities anyway. Headshots always win. At least when it comes to zombies. Oh yeah, gunners. See if these guys are still hanging around. They haven't been overwhelmed by zombie forces yet. Just have a sneak peek. I think they've got turrets here though, so we kind of need to watch out. Well, they had turrets. One stage. Is there anyone here? These places are dynamic settlements, so populations grow and decline, plus zombies are a thing. Okay, there's the turret. Alright, so yeah, alright, so there's still some settlers here. Look like there is still a couple gunners. They've also got gorillas. I think we're going to have to take that place over soon. We'll get our own settlement set up though first, with a few settlers who can protect us. Then we might start looking at taking over some other areas. Right. Still no fury. It hasn't materialized. I logged into the game the other day and heard this little pitter-patter immediately. Like the second that I logged in. This little pitter-patter of what sounded like rabbits' footprints. And so I got very excited and started looking for him, and alas, there was no one. Not even a normal rabbit.
Would you like your tea now?
My coffee?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah, it's just there. Yes. So, yeah, so couldn't find him. was almost like there was a little ghost rabbit. Feet pitter-pattering around on the floor. Alright, let's see what these guys have got to say. I'm curious because I've never done this mission. Although, spitters is a problem. I guess the raiders don't have very good eyesight. So we've got whoever it is. Okay, there's someone in here. Wow, he's got invisible legs. That's interesting. Also buggy, but also interesting. Where's the, Here he is. Jammer.
Those dumbasses dead?
They are. They are... Whoa. Liquor.
You're back. Those dumbasses dead?
Yes, they are. They really are.
Good. Here's a little... Second task is a bit more tricky.
Okay.
Well, tricky if you hate ghouls. 'Cause it involves ghouls. My old crew lost a substantial stash of... Let's call them useful commodities in the Super Duper Mart on the north end of Lexington.
Eesh.
I want them back.
What's the pay?
It's enough. Now stop wasting my time. The stash is probably gonna be in the back of the place somewhere. One of our boys had a run-in with one of those idiot Minutemen. Well, and ghouls. I'm guessing he lost, or whatever. I don't give a shit. Point is, stash is still most likely there. Get it for me.
Alright, well... You know, we know that Marcus is dialing back his intensity. And I think he'd be quite happy to continue taking a little bit of time out. Okay, mate? Pardon? This is Fallout 4, mate. It's Zombieland. Zombieland Fallout 4. So we're about to go and do a mission here for Jammer. Jammer's one of the raiders, and we kind of like him. We kind of don't like him, but we kind of do like him. Yeah, we've got some ghouls wandering in here. This is weird. We don't see these guys very often. What is that guy? Watch out, mate. You're pushing on my arm there, buddy. Okay, let's get rid of him. Okay. Alright, so he just exploded in a kind of ghoul gas. Which we need to be very, very aware doesn't infect us. Just normal milk and 1.5 teaspoons of coffee, please. So semi-strong and 1 sugar. Okay, that's another one. So these are bloaters here, guys. As you'll see. There, I think we already... Did we already kill this one? Or is he... Please don't explode. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. It's literally that we need to watch out for. In terms of contracting the infection. And receiving a lot of damage from certain other types of zombies too can increase our chance of getting an infection. Yeah, boy? It was a bloater. So this is like... Fallout 4 now has been modded to play a little bit like State of Decay. You know what you've been playing? There's bloaters in this now, yeah. And they give us like a zombie virus like they do in State of Decay 2. Isn't that weird? That's right. Yeah, it's a little bit different to State of Decay. He did almost get me, didn't he? Alright, I'm just gonna finish up with this one, okay, buddy? You can... Yeah, okay, well... I've just gotta finish up soon, alright? Just can you stop pushing on my chair a bit, mate? It's just making it a little bit hard. Okay, alright, so... we got to head in to Lexington here. This is going to be tough. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I think Marcus is kind of curious exactly what these raiders have got going on. He's trying to take a step back from his own kind of self-focused world view. So you know, he probably resonates with the raiders at this point. a little bit more than he ever has before, especially this group, because they're not attacking him. Maybe he's seeing the humanity in them a little bit more than he ever has. So I guess, you know, if anything, he doesn't like to be following anyone else's orders, but I think his curiosity can get the better of him, at least this time, and we'll let him play through this quest and see exactly where it takes us. Which I've got an idea, based off what I know of Sim Settlements Conqueror. I've got an idea where it's going, but I've never done it before. I've never seen it before. I've just read, you know, I've read the data on Sim Settlements Conqueror, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Marcus responds and deals with this quest line as it evolves. His feelings around the raiders and the human beings behind the raiders and the situation, yeah. You know, raiders all start out as humans, don't they? And life tends to turn them into kind of human monsters. So, you know, Marcus has been down that road before. He's been on the edge many times. So this, wasn't this where Marcus... It was. We were in here once upon a time. Things have really changed in here, though. Probably something to do with the new mod pack upgrade. And what is that footstep? Something heavy. What is over here? Oh dear, okay. That, I'm not interested in playing around with that, I don't think. That is a big... That's kind of like a juggernaut. I don't know how strong this is going to be. Okay, it's not very strong. Don't worry about it. It's not very strong. It probably is strong. But, we killed it, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish up this episode early. It's turned out to be a little bit difficult to kind of stay focused on this, and I think I need to be giving my kids a little bit more attention at the moment. So, let's sort out our junk. We're going to enter into Super Duper Mart, and we will continue with this mission when I get back. Let's just drop off these weapons. Any ammo we don't need. Big gym. I don't mind dropping weapons in here sometimes. I try not to do it, but circumstances sometimes call for a little bit of adaptation. Stingwing fillet, that's already cooked. Let's get rid of these. Hold on, mate. I'll be there with you in a second. Let's go sit down on the bed, pal. I'll be there in a minute, alright? I'm going to finish this up now. Okay, that's why my weight has gone through the roof, because of all that stuff. Alright, I've got to get back to my kids, get back to being a dad for a little bit, and this episode was kind of a little bit in between spaces, but here's what I can say. Things are evolving here in the Commonwealth. The zombies' behaviour seems to be they're changing a little bit, and zombies seem to be kind of, you know, the radiation levels seem to be re-entering the situation, so I think this could be an interesting turning point for the series. Remember, we don't intend to keep Marcus alive here forever. His story will end at some point. Exactly how, we don't know. I think we may have cleared this place once before. Okay, I was kind of expecting this place to be full of ghouls. But I think I remember that we did clear this place already. So this could be quite a simple, straightforward mission. Actually. Alright, slight change of plans. I can get this done quickly. Yeah, I was thinking this place was going to be full of ghouls. But obviously it isn't. Okay, sweet. Jammer's stash. Kukri. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take that. For sure. Nice. I don't think I've ever used that weapon before. Not sure if that had ammo or not, but we'll take it. You can always give it to one of our settlers. We will soon be beginning to recruit combat settlers, people who can actually handle a bit of a fight. Wow, well, let's get out of here. This place is still wasted. Oh, I can hear zombies. Or at least a zombie. See what I mean, guys? Look. What is that? The world is shifting and changing. The zombies seem to be evolving somehow. Is that a child? That is a child. And now it is continually... I was going to say, it was already dead. But now it's fully incapacitated. I don't like the sound of that laundromat. Alright, we're getting out of here. Yeah, there's weird stuff's going on, guys. So, basically, stick with the series. Things are gonna take a little bit of a turn here for Marcus sometime soon. And I've got a feeling it's not going to be a turn for the better. Let's just say that. Okay, we'll get him back home. Actually, we'll get him to Jammer. Let him continue on with this kind of quest line. I'm sure he's got one more mission for us. See what happens. Still so much left for us to explore too. In terms of the map. The areas that we could go, the places that we could go. Quite interesting, this gameplay, to watch. Like, I've never, to watch Marcus's story evolve. I played around with this a little bit in the past, in kind of short doses, on my own. Kind of coming up with creative stories. And imagining, imagining background, like a character's background, especially once I got hold of the alternate start mod. But we're nearly at 50 episodes now. He's been alive in the Commonwealth for a long time. He's been through a lot of experiences. So I'm curious myself to see how his story unfolds. He is an evolving character, and I don't know how it's going to end. But it's nice and interesting and fun. Kind of putting things on the line a bit and letting things evolve. And letting the series take twists and turns that even I have not been expecting to do. Anyway, I won't say much more for now. Now, if you're enjoying Marcus's story, all I can say is stick around. And things will be getting even more interesting quite soon. We still have Apocalypse Ashley too, and her story takes place alongside Marcus in the same world, in the same mod pack, essentially, that this is in. So as his story evolves, so too will hers. She's in a different area of the map. So as Marcus's world evolves, so will Apocalypse Ashley's. So that's fun. Alright, let's get back. Hey, wait. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, let's see what he's got to say, and then we'll finish the episode here.
Back again. Got the goods?
The bloody brown face bug. Yep, here it is.
Good. This'll come in handy later on. With what, you thinking, right? Well, let me get to that. So I'm gonna let you in on the real deal. You've proven you got the brains and the guts. Now we'll see if you got the ambition. We're gonna start our own outfit. You, me, and the roughest sons of bitches the wealth is squeezed out. You run the show, I'll run the stage. We're not gonna be like the other gangs around here. No. We'll be the dominant force in these parts by the time we're done. I promise you that. But, speaking of those other gangs, they won't sit around while another gang tries to set up. They'll come after us. And we aren't ready for that yet. So, we're gonna deal with them the same way we did with those scabs at Walden. The bosses are the score, but I won't cry if you wipe them all out. My old boss, Jared, in Corvega. Red Tourette at the Ration Stockpile, and Tower Tom at the Beantown Brewery. Those three need to die. So, what do you think? You got the balls for this?
Well, I mean, I think Marcus might need a minute. Trying to get us away from this. He's going to need a minute to kind of think over this, because this is a bit of an unexpected evolution as far as he's concerned. He did have similar intentions himself, although I don't think he was considering siding with raiders. We know he's got a problem with gunners. It could come in handy to have a bit of an army. Here's his army. It's already formed. So with the Sim Settlements Conqueror questline, you go down the road of being a raider, and you have to take all the settlements, various settlements back. We've already kind of got that established here with the different Minutemen, gunners, raiders. Some of the settlements would already belong to us then, or maybe that's a different raider gang. Anyway, I'm kind of half and half on this. I feel like I could go this way, or I could continue down the road of making Marcus a bit of a lone wolf and building his own army in his own image. But maybe we could explore this a little bit at least, just to see where it leads, maybe get a few recruits from these guys. It would certainly help speed things along and kind of make sense too. But Marcus needs a little bit of time to think about this. I'm going to see if I can do some work on this bug that we've got where all these guys have got brown faces. Obviously, it's a bit kind of immersion wrecking when you see that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this episode of Zombieland Conquest Reanimated. I'm keen to see how this is going to unfold and evolve. I don't quite yet know. I need a little bit of time to sit with it. And I'm grateful for your patience when it comes to these episodes where I have my kids around and I'm a little bit sort of half in and half out of the game. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope you will join me for the next episode. Goodbye for now.